YouTube's Dream Track is an experimental project within YouTube Shorts in collaboration with Google DeepMind.
We're not talking about April Fools.
Here's what it's about. AI-generated music. Dream Track uses...
Now listen.
That's crazy. That was one of my first friends in high school. April.
Listen. The algorithm is working in our favor already.
Most advanced music generation AI to create original music in response to a short text prompt.
Here's the crazy part, bro. There's a lot of musicians that are like, oh, is AI going to replace us? That line stuck out. When we talked that night about AI and artists, you were like, they can blow us up without us. It's interesting because...
Artist collaboration. You choose the voice of the music from a roster of artists, including Charlie Puth, T-Pain, and others. Customization. You can input a few words, less than 50 characters, describing a mood, place, or feeling to guide the music's direction.
I feel like they're playing with it a little bit. That's what I'm telling all artists. This is what AI can do for you. You can write your biography. You can write your social media content. It can help you brainstorm. But at the same time, I think a whole generation is going to get sideswiped, bro. How fast this thing is moving. I listened to another panel separate from music. AI just in general can utilize that to get anything done. Jobs don't exist, but work will. Especially for artists, logical part of our brain, we get bored when we hear numbers, technicalities. It doesn't have to be. It can be a creative tool that we add to the fun for people to learn.
They're making it like it can do things for you that you couldn't do for yourself, when in reality, it does exactly what you can do for yourself.
Even if I have a cup that someone designed stupidly, has a hole in the bottom, I pour coffee in there, it goes all over me. If I react to this, I'm like, stupid cup. It's a dangerous reaction. The better reaction is, who designed this thing this way?
That was the hard part about moving to Vegas, is like, I knew the people around me were slow, right? But I didn't realize how slow the world is. And when I say slow, I'm not calling nobody stupid, so don't think that, okay? What I'm saying is, if I'm not arrogant, people won't even listen to me, and it's crazy. So I have to be extreme and over the top when I talk to people if I want their direct attention. You feel me? If I'm being humble, they don't want to listen to what I'm saying. So we have AI like intelligence, and we humans. So when they put the AI and they take the smartest brain, imagine what it's programmed to do compared to the average person who can't do nothing. You just explained to me what AI was in a way that I can understand it, for me to say what I was able to say, because I understand what you said.
They really get you wrapped up in the talk of AI. Like you said, bro, stuff that we can do for ourselves. It's just mind-blowing where it's going.
The movie Idiocracy, have you seen it?
I haven't seen it.
It's funny, man, I'm telling you.
What was you saying about that movie again? It's like
it was how people just kept regressing as far as not getting smarter.
I feel like that's happening.
Right, exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's what every time we talk, that's what you make me think about. Because I'm like, dang, so it's like, it's not that I'm so much smarter than everybody. It's just that everybody's just not that smart. And it's like everybody's thing is they want to pretend like they so smart. And they just get their information from AI. They're smart enough to get
They're
that.
They're fucking mean, bro. Big ass fire in Lamita. Huge apartment complex. Huge. It looked like hell when it was on fire. Thousands and thousands of comments. Started off with 2,000 people in the chat. They're talking about free Diddy. LA is shit. Not even dark humor, bro. It's just straight up
evil. People just say they think of the most harsh, mean, worst things they can say.
And some people were like, "What fire? Where's the fire? Like, where are these people in real life?"
And exactly, you have to understand. Okay, a lot of these accounts are what they consider fake accounts because people make so many accounts. And then you have to remember how people get banned. So then they just come back with another name and say some more mean stuff. So a lot of it is the same loser. You know what I mean? Over and over and over again, just spewing evil into the world. I just want people to see this mean shit. And then all the genuine people gonna get blocked out because for some reason for us, mean is more entertaining because because if you think it's a joke, it's funny. But the way that some people view it is as funny to them. And you have to wonder, what does this person have going on?
Okay, I'm waiting for the punchline.
A lot of times that's too much to unpack.
There's no punchline.
When you get to the meat of it, it's just evil.
It's not a joke.
Type of evil, and people are like that on purpose. That's the scary part.
You're serious, aren't you? You're telling us you killed those 3 young men on the subway?
Mm-hmm.
And why should we believe you?
You got nothing left to lose.
I almost started calling all my friends.
Nothing can hurt me anymore.
Be like, are you one of these people?
Because you never know. You never know. People call it trolling. Now let me tell you something. Let me tell you something about that. When I was younger, I can't remember how old I was, but I was bored, and I had this friend who I met online. Never met him in person, but he one of my closest friends to this day. Just because since we was both young, we
never met him?
Never met him, because it's like he was all the way in New York and I'm all the way out here. So it's like we never had to meet though. We bond so well. We made music together and all that.
That's dope.
You always talk about meeting and making it a reality show and all that. And now that I live in Vegas, it's easier to come visit Vegas than it is LA, because LA, where you gonna be at? Vegas, you can be at the hotel, at the casino, strip. You don't have to go nowhere to have no fun. It's a different kind of vibe. And go gambling, like, he be sports betting and winning money and all. So it's like, when we was young, we never had met but kids, like 16, 17. Can't even remember how old I was, but I was bored and I was young and had a computer. I saw my sisters playing Yahoo Checkers. So I was like, let me play Yahoo Checkers. And I played against Yahoo Checkers. Used to have like a little chat lobby. And since I'm a little kid, a lot of those people was grown, go on the internet. Now that I'm an adult, I know people go on the internet to link up and all type of reasons how people go on the internet. And then we saw that we both like sports, because we would talk about it in ways that the average person don't talk about sports unless they really into it.
Yeah.
And from there, we start making music together and all kind of stuff, because he's a producer. He started producing, and he started off stealing beats off SoundClick.
That's funny.
And selling them. He's a steal them and sell them, and call himself DJ Tim Smooth.
Smooth criminal.
And he one of my producers. I got him on some records now. We grew a long way from that, but we used to go in chat rooms, the religious ones, Christian ones specifically, and purposely pretend to be the devil and just be like, just annoying.
Are you serious?
Just trolling, like, I'm the devil, shut up, you're going to hell anyway, and just, it was kids. And we used to do that to troll people when we was kids. So it's like, when I think about it now and I'm mature, I wouldn't do something like that. But it's equivalent to everything that we do as entertainers in a way. How sometimes you would play a role of a spooky person that's scaring all these kids and stuff, but for you it was just a role. You're not thinking about the nightmares people gonna have, because really that's not your intentions. It's a job.
My life is nothing but a comedy.
Well, let me get this straight. You think that killing those guys is funny?
I do. And I'm tired of pretending it's not. Comedy is subjective, Murray. Isn't that what they say? All of you, the system that knows so much, you decide what's right or wrong the same way that you decide.
So for me to be an artist, for me it's expression, so I can understand. But for me to be the spiritual type person that I am, I also understand why people call music sacrilegious and all these different things, and how they go hand in hand in the way that they do. It's because the decisions they choose to make behind it, like what's going on with Diddy, that if he wouldn't have been able to be this powerful, he wouldn't have been able to do these type of things.
What's funner or not?
I might understand.
They choose to make behind it, like what's going on with Diddy.
Did this just start a movement to become a symbol?
That if he wouldn't have been able to be this powerful, he wouldn't have been able to do these type of
The kind
things.
of clown that could start a movement. I killed those guys because they were awful.
If he would have just been, it's because there's a lot of people who perverted just like him, but they don't have that kind of money. They don't have that kind of power over people to do those type of things.
Right.
Like those same people who be under people comments spewing all that hate and still, and were like, why, what, those type, they would give them some power. What they gonna do?
Number one. Perhaps the biggest claim is that Diddy and his son murdered someone in plain daylight and got away with it. There's apparently a man that they know, that everyone who works with Diddy knows, that they can call, and they essentially will get everything cleaned up. And they're implicating the LAPD in this madness because they produced fake reports. And he's got some real good evidence to back up these claims. He says that one evening, during a camp that they were running with several musicians, Mr. Combs and Jay Combs were in a heated conversation with somebody named G. And while this conversation was moved out of the studio and into a restroom that was adjacent to where Jones was sitting, he heard approximately 2 feet away from him again, Mr. Jones is the producer that's suing him, gunshots suddenly ringing out. He recalls hearing multiple gunshots.
They might kill themselves because they're not used to having that.
That's in reality, but I'm saying the type of person they are if they were. See, because everybody's not meant.
They're gonna hurt people.
Because that's all Diddy was. If he wouldn't have made it, he would have been one of those people hating on people in the comments.
My old mentor used to say, if you motivate an idiot, you just have a motivated idiot. Like, you have to teach them. And so, like, it's the same with, like, somebody with power. Diddy wasn't just, like, an idiot going for power. Like,
exactly.
Like, he was going to be like that one way or another, I feel.
But that's what I'm saying, that's what makes him different from those people. But that's what I'm saying. But had he not been motivated, they're just unmotivated. They're idiots. They're just idiots. He's a motivated idiot.
Think you heard it all? Next time, the gloves come off. Industry secrets, artist power moves, and maybe a few surprises. You won't want to miss part 2. Subscribe now.